Minuteman Press is the largest commercial print franchise in the world. There are over 900 locations on 4 different continents. We're one of the 900. I think there are like 17 or 18 in the state of Kentucky. We produce commercial printing of all kinds. Letterhead, envelopes, business cards, your basic business stationery. We also do the wide format banners, posters, signs, heavily involved in promotional products. We're a member of the Advertising Specialties Institute, and that gives us access to 3,000 different vendors and almost 1 million different products where they would like to put your logo on their product. We opened the business April the 12th, 2004. It was in October of 2003 that I first found the ad. So in a 6-month process, we went from finding the opportunity to capitalizing on it and open the doors to the business. If somebody came to me and asked me if I would recommend going into the printing business, I would sit down with them and have a long, hard talk. Being in business is not for everybody, but if it is for you, then it's the greatest thing in the world. I enjoy being in business. I enjoy everything that goes with it, the good days and the bad days alike. I'm here at the end of the day and I'm ready to come back the next day. You have to know what you're getting into. You need to know what the finances are going to be. You need to have financial backing. If you don't have money of your own, you better have an SBA loan or something to support you, because you're not going to make money right away. More than likely, it's going to take you a little while to turn a profit. You need to be able to do a SWOT analysis. You need to know what your strengths and weaknesses are. You need to know what the opportunities and the threats are facing your business that you're getting into. You do need a business plan. It's critical that you be able to crunch the numbers and confirm that, yes, this will succeed. If I do this, then I will get this. I used to think that being an entrepreneur personally was being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. That's not the case at all. I have more bosses today than I've ever had in my life. Every customer that walks in the door is my boss. But I enjoy my job more than I ever have. I enjoy interacting with the people. I enjoy producing a product for people. I love the wow moment when they see our product, whether it's a banner or a sign or a letterhead, just a simple business card, and they suck the air out of the room when they see the graphic design and the quality of the printing. That's what makes it worthwhile to be. I enjoy supplying the products to our customers.
And the 2015 Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award recipient in the for-profit business category is Garry Conley, owner and president, Minuteman Press, London, Kentucky. Garry, please join us on the podium. Stand.
I think I can say wow also. There's so many people that I need to thank. First off, I need to thank my wife, Amy. When this first got started, she's the one that found the ad in the paper that I mentioned and said, hey, you need to look into this. I did, and this is where we are today. This was going to be my adventure, my job, my business, and she was going to help me with the books. And that lasted 6 months. She quit her job, came on full-time with me right after that. 10 years later, we're still putting in 65, 70 hours a week, and we're still married. I do thank God for where we are today. I'm not that good of a businessman to think that all the things that have happened right just in time happened because I was lucky or because I was good. I've got to believe there was divine intervention going on in the background somewhere, and I didn't even see it happening. I also want to thank all the people whose names are up on this banner behind us. If your name's on that banner or your name's been scrolled, I'm going to break this before I get done, or it's been scrolling across the screen over there, you're part of the solution to the problem in central, southern, eastern Kentucky. You're the reason that men and women of vision have the courage to step out in the spring and plant and try to expect a harvest in the fall. You're the ones that help make it happen, help make it possible. All these names over here have contributed to our success. One in particular would have been Fork Bank. Terry, I don't know where you are, but thank you very much. When we first got started, I had 2/3 of the money that we needed to start the business. and I still needed an SBA loan. I took my business plan to several banks. They didn't call me back. I took a business plan to Fork Bank, and the loan officer said, I don't see any problem with this. Let me get back with you. Less than a week later, he calls back and says, I've got your check. 30 minutes later, I had my resignation typed out and I handed it to my boss before the day was over, and we started on this adventure. Teresa mentioned just now in her video she's a fan of John Denver. I am too. And there's a story I want to share before I quit. Several years ago, back in the 70s, John Denver recorded a live album over San Francisco Bay. It was a concert. And in the middle of the concert, he told the people, just a few years ago, I sat on the dock in this bay and I played my guitar with nobody to listen. And I longed for somebody to hear me play. He said, today, in front of this crowd, you have no idea how you've made me feel. I've always wanted to be a businessman. Since I was 8 years old, I wanted to be a businessman. I wanted to sell stuff to people and be proud of it. Today, in front of this audience, you have no idea how you made me feel. Thank you.